Russia has nukes, tanks, and a massive army. Ukraine has Western tech, drones, and battlefield speed. But who's really stronger in 2025? The truth is far more shocking than you think. Let's start with the defense budgets. In 2024, Russia spent around $109 billion on its military. That massive budget is being used to build more long-range missiles, advanced combat drones, and heavy artillery systems. On the other hand, Ukraine's defense budget was about $36 billion, and a large portion of that came from foreign aid, mainly from the United States and NATO allies. While Russia is investing heavily in large-scale production and firepower, Ukraine focuses its limited funds on high-impact tools like precision weapons, modern battlefield tech, and protecting its troops. Russia's budget has been growing steadily as the war continues, allowing for deeper investment in offensive capabilities. Ukraine's military spending is shaped by immediate wartime needs and the level of international support it receives. So even though Russia has a much larger budget, Ukraine aims for smarter and more efficient use of its resources. It's a clash between brute military scale and strategic innovation, money versus method. When it comes to troop numbers, Russia clearly has the upper hand. As of 2025, Russia has around 1.15 million active duty soldiers. On top of that, they have a massive backup force, about 2 million trained reservists and 554,000 paramilitary troops, including units like the Rosgvardia and border forces. Ukraine, on the other hand, has a much smaller standing army with over 500,000 active duty personnel. But what Ukraine lacks in numbers, it makes up for with determination and rapid mobilization. The country also has an estimated 500,000 reservists and volunteer fighters who have stepped up since the war began. So while Russia has more troops on paper, Ukraine's total force has grown fast, fueled by national defense efforts and high morale. This is a fight between a giant standing army and a country turning civilians into trained defenders at record speed. Russia holds one of the most powerful nuclear arsenals on the planet. In 2025, it has an estimated 5,580 nuclear warheads, with about 1,550 actively deployed and ready for use. It also has a strong delivery system that includes over 310 intercontinental ballistic missiles, like the RS-24 Yars, which can travel more than 7,500 miles. Russia also operates submarine-launched ballistic missiles, like the R-29 RMU Siniva, with similar range, and has long-range nuclear bombers such as the Tu-95MS and Tu-160. Ukraine, in contrast, has no nuclear weapons. It gave up its arsenal in 1994 under the Budapest Memorandum, agreeing to rely on international security guarantees. Today, Ukraine depends on the nuclear protection of its Western allies, especially the United States and NATO. This massive gap in nuclear capability gives Russia a major strategic edge, but Ukraine's position is backed by global partnerships and diplomacy. When it comes to aircraft carriers, Russia has just one, the Admiral Kuznetsov. But even that ship has been out of action for years. Since 2017, it has been stuck in repairs and maintenance, with no clear return to full service. The carrier is designed to carry up to 40 aircraft, including MiG-29K fighter jets and Ko-27 or Ko-31 helicopters for early warning and anti-submarine missions. Ukraine, on the other hand, doesn't have any aircraft carriers. In fact, it has never operated one since gaining independence. That means neither country is currently projecting air power from the sea. Russia may have the hardware on paper, but in reality, its naval air wing is grounded for now. This leaves both sides relying heavily on land-based aircraft and airfields for air support during combat operations. Russia has a large and powerful air fleet, with over 1,000 fighter jets in service. Some of their top models include the Su-57 Felon, Su-35S, and Su-30SM. The Su-57 is a stealth jet that can fly at Mach 2.0 and has a combat radius of 930 miles. It's designed for air superiority and has internal weapons to avoid radar detection. The Su-35S is even faster at Mach 2.25 and has a range of 1,900 miles, with advanced radar and 3D thrust vectoring for extreme agility. Ukraine has around 120 to 150 fighter jets, including older MiG-29s, Su-27s, and Su-25s. But it's also receiving modern F-16 Fighting Falcons from Western allies. The F-16 can reach Mach 2.0, has a range of 1,740 miles, and includes NATO standard radar, precision targeting, and electronic warfare capabilities. While Russia has the numbers and tech, Ukraine is catching up with modern jets and smarter systems from the West. Russia has a strong presence in space with around 130 military satellites. These support communications, navigation, surveillance, and missile targeting. Russia also runs its own satellite navigation system called GLONASS, similar to the US GPS. On top of that, Russia has tested anti-satellite weapons, including systems that can jam or destroy enemy satellites, giving them an edge in space-based warfare. Ukraine, in contrast, has no military satellites of its own. Instead, it relies on support from Western allies. That includes real-time intelligence from US and NATO satellites, and communication through systems like Starlink, which has played a key role in battlefield operations. Ukraine also depends on the US GPS system for precision targeting. So while Russia is more independent in space, Ukraine benefits from advanced satellite support through powerful alliances. Russia has a much larger navy compared to Ukraine. As of 2025, it operates around 265 warships, including submarines, destroyers, frigates, and patrol boats. Among them are 58 submarines, and 11 of those are nuclear-powered ballistic missile subs. Russia also has 15 destroyers, like the Sovremeny and Udaloy classes, and 11 modern frigates, such as the Admiral Gorshkov class. Ukraine's naval power is much smaller, with about 20-plus vessels, mostly made up of patrol boats, missile boats, and a few Western-dominated corvettes. Ukraine has no submarines, since its last one was captured in 2014. While Russia can project power in deep waters, Ukraine focuses on fast, flexible operations close to shore. It's a contrast between a full-scale blue water navy and a small but mobile coastal defense force. Russia holds one of the largest missile arsenals in the world, with over 6,000 missiles. These include nuclear ICBMs, SLBMs, cruise missiles, tactical rockets, and hypersonic weapons. It has more than 310 ICBMs, like the RS-24 Yars, with a range of 7,500-plus miles. The R-29 Arman Usaniva SLBM also reaches similar distances. Cruise options include the Kalibrand Ku-101. Russia's hypersonics include the Kinzhal and the Avangard glide vehicle. Ukraine's arsenal is smaller and focused on tactical strikes. It has several thousand missiles like HIMARS, Storm Shadow, and Neptune. Ukraine has no ICBMs, SLBMs, or hypersonics. Russia leads in volume and reach. Ukraine focuses on precision and battlefield mobility. Drones have become absolutely critical in this war. Russia operates over 2,000 drones, including the Orlan-10 for surveillance, the Lancet for loitering strikes, and the Okonik B, a stealth combat drone still under development. Ukraine, however, has taken a different path, one that focuses on creativity and speed. It deploys Bayraktar TP2s for precision strikes, Punisher drones for tactical missions, and thousands of custom-built FPV drones that swarm enemy positions. Ukraine also receives high-end UAVs from NATO allies, boosting its aerial capabilities. Russia's strength lies in industrial-scale drone production and tight military integration. But Ukraine relies on rapid innovation, AI-assisted targeting, and flexible, decentralized use. Its drone teams can quickly adapt, strike, and regroup, turning low-cost flying machines into high-value weapons. On the modern battlefield, Ukraine's smart tactics are rewriting how drones are used in real war. Russia has one of the largest tank fleets in the world, with around 12,000 tanks, of which 3,000 to 4,000 are actively deployed in combat zones. These include aging T-72s, the more modern T-80s, the upgraded T-90Ms, and a small number of experimental T-14 armadas. The T-90M weighs about 48 tons, is equipped with a 125mm smoothbore gun, and can reach speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. Ukraine, by contrast, has about 1,500 to 2,000 tanks, mixing Soviet-era T-64s and T-72s with advanced NATO models like the Leopard 2A6, Challenger 2, and incoming Abrams tanks. The Leopard 2A6 weighs around 62 tons, uses a 120mm rifled gun, and can move at 42 miles per hour. Russia's approach is built around large, aggressive tank formations. Ukraine, however, relies on a hybrid force that combines local knowledge and battlefield speed, with NATO standard armor offering superior protection, advanced optics, and more accurate targeting. It's a head-to-head battle of raw numbers versus precision and survivability. This war isn't just about firepower, it's about strategy, resilience, and the global alliances shaping the future. Russia may have the numbers, but Ukraine's adaptability is rewriting the rules. Subscribe for more real-world military comparisons, like the video, share it with others, and drop your thoughts in the comments below.